This is ridiculous.
Do you need a new backpack?
No, my backpack's fine.
Well, what's up?
Do I look like a first grader to you? Do I?
Not to me.
Our acting teacher, Mr. Shakespeare, is having us bring something in for show and tell.
What kind of something?
Something theater related?
Well, that's easy. I have a bunch of programs for my show you can take.
No, it's a good idea, but everybody's doing that, I think.
What about a poster?
No, it's gotta be something big, something special, something no one would ever think to do in a million years. Something unique and stupendous. Something that would guarantee me an A.
Is your grade dropping in the class?
That's not the point. Well, my grade could use a little boost, a little fire underneath the grade.
This is a tough one. What is so unique and so stupendous that no one in a million years would think of? Faith, why are you looking at me like that? I guess you got the perfect item to take to show and tell.
And when the actress left the stage door and the paparazzi crowded around her, she fell.
You mean like she fell down?
Yes, right on the sidewalk.
That's awful. How embarrassing.
It gets worse. When she fell, she tipped her tooth.
You have a piece of the actress's tooth.
Let me see that.
Careful, it's a collector's item.
Zoe, this isn't a piece of a tooth from a famous actress.
Sure it is. I saw her fall, and then she was holding her mouth. And people were taking lots of pictures. Flash, flash, flash. And then she got in her limo, and it sped away. I looked down, and there was your tooth.
I'm afraid you're wrong.
Ew!
Guys, it's a piece of gum.
Ew!
Eric, spit that out. Joey, you're next.
My mother thinks that this comb was used by a very famous actor on Broadway.
Does it have a name on it?
It says Brenner in tiny letters.
Wait, you mean the famous actor, Yul Brynner?
Yes.
Like, as in the actor who was in The King and I?
Yes.
As in the actor who was famous for being completely bald?
I couldn't think of anything else to do.
Faith, you're last. What did you bring for show and tell?
Well, I was trying to rack my brain around what I could do for show and tell, and it finally came to me this morning. What could I do that was different and that nobody else could do? And what could I do that would raise my grade? For my show and tell, drumroll please, my aunt Broadway star, Miss Susan Hathaway. My aunt Susan Hathaway came to New York and attended this very school when she was our age.
You went to this very school?
Yes.
You could have sat in this very chair. Or this very chair. But probably this one. Or most likely this one.
Girls, she sat in a chair. Now, it's Faith's turn to speak.
Susan got her first job on Broadway when a famous producer saw her sing and dance on one of our stages here.
It could have been this very stage.
Zoe, calm down, please. Let Faith talk.
After her first show on Broadway, Susan Hathaway became famous overnight. The critics loved her ability to dance, sing, and act, as well as perform drama and comedy. One musical hit led to another as her fans began supporting her at the box office. If Susan Hathaway was starring in a show, New York expected the show to be a huge success. So that's my show and tell. Mr. Shakespeare?
Mr. Shakespeare!
Oh, Faith, this is an unexpected surprise.
Was kind of shooting for an A on this one, Mr. S.
You get 2 A's.
What?
What?
Class dismissed. Except for Faith and Susan, of course.
Can I have one of Faith's A's?
See you all tomorrow. Miss Hathaway, have a seat.
Thank you.
Tell me every detail about your Broadway career and don't skip anything.
You can call me Susan.
I wouldn't dare.
I'm just gonna step out for a second. You guys can talk about theater stuff or whatever. I'll just be right out there.
What was that all about?
I don't know, Mr. Shakespeare went all googly eyes on us.
I know, I saw that. You don't suppose.
What?
He likes your Aunt Susan? We gotta go in and save her.
What do I do?
We need an emergency.
This is an emergency! I did not bring my Aunt Susan in here to, well, put her in an awkward situation.
Wait here, I got it.
Where are you going? Mr. Shakespeare, are you kidding me? This cannot be happening. Great, that's a fire alarm.
I know, I pulled the alarm.
You did what?
We needed a distraction.
All students evacuate the building immediately. All students evacuate the building immediately.
Mr. Shakespeare, he's taking her! He's taking on Susan!
Girls, come on, there's a fire. We gotta get out of here.
Now Thomas, one of the 12, was not with the disciples when Jesus came. So the other disciples told him, "We have seen the Lord." But he said to them, "Unless I see the nail marks in his hands, and put my finger where the nails were, and put my hand into his side, I will not believe."
Eric?
A week later, his disciples were in the house again, and Thomas was with them. Though the doors were locked, Jesus came and stood among them and said, "Peace be with you."
Lacey Dawn?
Then he said to Thomas, "Put your finger here, see my hands. Reach out your hand and put it into my side. Stop doubting and believe." And Thomas said to him, "My Lord and my God."
The disciples, especially Thomas, could not believe what they were seeing.
They were rescued.
What do you mean?
Well, the disciples are just like you and me. We need a savior.
Yeah, Jesus became their lifesaver. You know, when the world needed God to answer their 911 call, he provided a savior. Jesus the lifesaver.
Kinda like those nice firemen that showed up at the school today.
I wasn't gonna mention that.
Yeah, I still can't believe you did that, Hope.
It was so wrong to do that.
Yeah, I didn't really think it through. I told the nice first responders what happened, and they weren't very happy, but they were glad I told the truth.
Let's look on the bright side. The school got to test out their fire preparedness, and Aunt Susan was separated from Mr. Shakespeare, which is really all I selfishly care about.
What would be so bad about Mr. Shakespeare and your Aunt Susan?
What, you mean like together?
Yeah.
Boyfriend and girlfriend.
Oh, stop it.
What if?
What if?
Yeah, what if?
Stop it, stop it, stop it.
Faith, you've got to stop worrying about it.
I can't stop worrying about it. Mr. Shakespeare is my teacher, and Aunt Susan is family, and it just can't happen.
Faith, you better sit down and breathe.
I mean, I don't even know if I could handle that. Her and him and him and her, and then there's me. Why did I have to one-up everybody in my class and bring a famous Broadway actress? Why? Blast you, show and tell! What a wonderful day. Aunt Susan, love ya. Love.
I love you too, Aunt Susan.
Bible study. I'm late.
It's okay, we went ahead and read the verses.
No worries, I gotta get home anyway soon.
Oh, don't go. Everybody has to stay. Trevor brought ice cream.
Trevor?
Trevor? I know. Isn't it a wonderful name? So charming, so cute, and he's so nice.
Who's Trevor?
Who's Trevor?
Yeah, who's Trevor? You know Trevor.
Who wants ice cream?
I do. Let's take it to the kitchen, you silly man, you.
Best show and tell ever, kids.
I'm gonna guess that that's Trevor.
Well,
In our Bible study, it says that when Jesus was resurrected, Thomas could not believe what he was seeing.
Want me to call 911?
Yeah, I think I saw a fire alarm out in the hallway.
No, we'll just let this fire burn out on its own.
Yeah, just let me know if you want me to pull the lever.